Hola, hola. Hello, hello. I wanted to connect with you guys on a deeper level and talk to you guys a little bit more about what's coming up. For many of you that you don't know, if it's your first time, hello, welcome. Mi nombre es Edith. My name is Edith. I am an intuitive healer, a psychic medium, an Akashic Records readers, a Reiki master, and also the owner of Earth Crystals con Amor, my baby, which many of you know me through there. And I thank you for giving me this time, letting me be this vessel to bring you this guidance, this clarity. I am in a phase in my life where I am ready to hold space on a deeper level and really help my community grow, really help women to evolve, to trust themselves, really ready to call our little inner niña, inner child, to help her with tapping into those old beliefs, those old stories that don't identify her anymore, and to allow her to take up space and dream bigger. For many of you that you don't know, my journey started 2012. I had my first awakening, and that awakening was life transformation for me because it awakened a new side of Edith that I didn't know existed. I was married. I had just given birth to my child, my first and my only child. And I had an awakening where it was like this vision of me not being that Edith anymore. And at that point, like when I just connect with that version of me, like I don't know what happened, but I don't know what happened in the sense of when I saw that vision, I was nervous to the core of everything because that's all I knew. That's all I was told. Society, culture, my family. And it was so hard for me to accept that vision. But since that day, seeds started to get planted. Fast forward a bit, I left a divorce of 12 years. I moved back with family here in the LA area, which is my hometown. And I started to find Edith. I went back to school. I started doing healing. I started seeing a therapist. And I just started to connect and find out who Edith was. And one of the hardest things for me was during that healing journey, during that spiritual awakening, during that transformation period, was just to find who Edith was truly meant to be in this lifetime. I really wasn't focused in this energy or title, what is my purpose? It was more of who is Edith? Because I knew once I discovered Edith, I would find myself and my purpose. And sure enough, therapy helped for many years. But then I came to a point where I needed more. And I started to connect with crystals. And that's my love for crystals. I started to feel their energy. Nobody around me was connecting with crystals. Nobody around me knew what crystals were. But I started to connect with them. I started to feel their energy. I started to see myself shift. So that brought up another awakening. I started my healing journey with a lot of my spiritual mentors. That today they are amazing friends, and many of them, they're not in my journey anymore, but I'm thankful for that journey of me being able to find them so they can help me become this person that I am today, support me and empower me. But here I go, believing in myself. I meet Ana Lilia, which is a beautiful soul sister of mine, one of my biggest mentors till today. And we start doing some healing with my inner child. And that was life transformation for me, life changing. Because I knew that until I didn't honor little Edith, I couldn't believe in myself. I couldn't dream. I couldn't look in the future. I couldn't leave behind a story that no longer defined me. So I start doing programs, meeting other mentors. I'm a firm believer of that sayer. When the student shows up, the teachers will show up. And that's exactly what happened. I had many classes that I went to, many seminars, many retreats, many things that empowered me, but none of them worked. And none of them made an impact in my life until I truly showed up, until I truly believed I'm ready to leave behind that path that no longer defined me. So that's where Edith is now in her journey, believing in herself, trusting, evolving. I started my business that many of you know, Earth Crystals con Amor, almost 3 years ago. And when I started this business, I was going through another change in my life where I had to let go of corporate. And I was scared because that's all I knew. I am a single mother, and as a single mother, so many other responsibilities come along the lines of it's not just me, it's me and my child. And I had to walk away from many things that didn't define me anymore to step into my light, to step into my purpose. And it was a big leap of faith. I also started that in the beginning of the pandemic, early 2020, and that was that was hard. And when I look back, it's like, what were you thinking, Edith? Because so many things around you, even many people that I looked up to, and I felt I needed their reassurance of, is this the right time? They all said no, but that was my call to say, es tiempo, so you can jump, so you can take a leap of faith. And there I went. I took out my savings and I invested in this business, and ever since then I've been showing up, and it's still been a journey, and I'm still showing up for myself. But I know and trust that none of that wouldn't have been possible if Edith didn't invest in herself. Edith didn't believe in herself and tapped into those fears that kept holding me back. So that's where all this is coming from now, me starting this new journey that I'm excited to talk about. And I wanted to do this video so it could stay, so you guys could see this phase of my life that I'm embarking into. I don't want to call it just a teacher role. I want to call it a role in other people's life to help you grow and evolve. And part of my purpose is to empower women, to help women believing in themselves and trusting in their journey. So this is what we're doing. We're tapping into that little inner child so we can start to dream big and set new goals, because next year, 2023, we're doing things bigger. And bigger doesn't have to be only financially or in a career, us on a personal level. So I hope that I'm going to pick a card for you guys before I end from this beautiful The Enchanted Heart cards with affirmations. But I really hope that some way, shape, or form, this video touched you. And if there's something here that just made you feel or believe in, I need to know more, I want to hear more, I want to feel that way, I want to evolve, I want to find myself, trust me, there is a path. But you have to show up. You have to ask the universe, your guides, for that support, and it will find you. And when it finds you, don't be scared to go against the grain. Don't be scared to believe in yourself, to bet on yourself, because that's important. And this journey that I'm going to be doing with our workshop for weeks, inner child, tapping into our inner child, let's call her into play and to manifest. It's to really help you in your next phase, in your next journey. So if this is something that you're ready to start, like, let's do it. We're going to be starting it in November, and we're going to be meeting for the next 4 weeks virtually via Zoom. If you can't make it, they will be recorded, but it is highly recommended that you can make it so we can all together support each other and grow and evolve. I assure you that those fears that you've been holding on to for so long, of who do you think you are, somebody like you can't take up space, a woman like you will never be able to get there. It's not your story anymore. That scarcity mentality, that those beliefs with money, that we have to hold on to all of it because if not, it's all going to go away again. That doesn't belong to you anymore. You're allowed to start your story. You're allowed to break the chains. And I trust and know that we'll be able to connect on a deeper level. Gracias for the energy exchange. And let me end with an affirmation card. I feel like we all need to hear something. Vamos a ver. Oh, she's in her little ballet outfit. And it says rest. Are we ever taught to rest? No. I feel like, to add to that, I remember a big belief I had to let go of for my childhood. It was that if I wasn't doing something, I was behind, I was lacking. I had to learn how to take a pause, how to recharge. And that isn't something that anybody else taught me, that I had to learn in my 30s on my own. Pero es posible. When you support yourself with peace, quiet, and decadent rest, you allow the universe to support you too. And the affirmation, I settle my mind and surrender into nourishing downtime. That's right. It's okay if you are going through a journey right now in your life where you might feel a bit of a fog, but it's time for that fog to be honored, and let's not ignore it anymore. You're worthy of more. Hope to see you soon on the 101 in a next program to help you evolve and find your true self. Blessings.